Hello, so for the second part of this tuition guide, I've made a copy of the orchestral kit. I want to put in some long, dark, deep bass drums. And I don't want to do too much of it because less is more, but I've used a lot of reverb on this. So I went down and I chose the chroma verb and I just went randomly to spaces and cathedral. Let's try cavernous, see how different it is. So it's lovely, isn't it? So I would put them in occasionally just to give it a bit of punch and a bit of depth. Let's now quantize that so that I know it's going to be on the beat. And let's go for a 4/4 quantize, 1/4, okay. I would use that sparingly throughout the track, but I'm just here building it up in 4-bar loops so you can see how it works. Now down here I made a copy of that, so it called it the orchestral kit, but actually I changed the sound. I went to the electronic drum kit, so I was just looking for a kick drum just to give it some form on the floor, give it a good pulse. So I'll create a Midi region here and you can play it on the keyboard, or you can just oh, that's a bit long, so let's make that shorter. Too long. If that happens to you, you just grab the end and then it will make it all the same after this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Close that. Command R that 4 times and you should have a good pulse. You can try different drum sounds. Quite like that. I'm going to put a backbeat on that as well. So rather than add to this one, let's change this to kick drum. Let's give this. So at least we've got a good name. Now let's duplicate that. Deep Tech it now says. Let's call it snare drum. And let's put in a backbeat. So create MIDI region, unsolo it, and snare drum. Well, they're not great snares, but let's put them in and then we'll change the sound. Copy that 4 times. That's actually not bad, is it? Good. While I'm here, I decided later on, I decided to make another kit, and I just put in some extra little things, some little fills every now and again. Why don't we try and put in a crescendo? I like that idea, so let's see if we can do that. I'm going to create a MIDI region here, and I'm going to, let's see, let's just put in a brush. Oh, it's too long. No, they're all too long, so let's get rid of that and get rid of that and just use the pencil tool, I think. Now I'm going to try a crescendo trick on this. Now sometimes this works and sometimes this doesn't. Functions, MIDI transform, crescendo. Now is it going to let me do it here? Let's just try select and operate. No. So I have to change where it happens here in the position. So I'm going to go from 4.3 to 4. Let's go to 5 and see what happens there. Right, select and operate. There we go. So we see those colours have changed from very quiet all the way up to loud. What's it going to sound like? Don't know. Let's have a listen. quite like that. I quite like that. I'm just gonna like turn up the last ones a little bit more. Let's take that all the way up. Yeah. A bit louder on that. Yeah. Okay, so you have a muck around with the crescendo option because it can give you nice little fills into the next part of the track.